Hi guys, welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a knockout design in Silhouette Studio Business Edition. Now, you could use this design for multiple things, but I'm doing this design for persons who want to try the knockout design and they don't have all the levels of embryons. All right, so if that is something you're interested in, do keep on watching. We are in the embryon software, and what I want to do today is to teach you how to do the knockout design in embryon software. Now, I've shown you how to do it in Stitch Artist 3. I've shown you how to do it in Hatch software, and I'm going to show you, if you have Stitch Artist level 1, how you could do it with that, but it also comes out really clean this way. All right, so if you have embryons, if you have Silhouette Studios Business Edition, then I'm going to show you how it's done. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my left where you see this A with a vertical bar. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to click anywhere on my canvas. Now I'm going to type the word, I'm going to type this letter L, and I'm going to highlight that L. I'm going to bring it up so that you could see. And then I'm going to go to my right where you're going to see this A with a small a. You're going to click on it. That is going to bring up your textile panel. And for this design, I'm going to use this font called Pink Girl. The reason why I chose this font, it's because it's thick, it's chunky, it's nice, and it's going to hold that satin stitch up really well. All right, so I click on it. Now, being mindful of the machine that I have a PE 900 machine, so it means that I'm going to stitch this on my 5x7 hoop. If you have a bigger machine, you could size your design accordingly or according to the machine, the hoop that you're going to use. But I have 5x7 hoop. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on that L. I'm going to press my Alt key and I'm going to drag, click and drag. That duplicates the L. In case I might make a mistake, I could always come back and do that part. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click off and I'm going to go back to my A with the vertical bar on my left. And I'm going to type the word loved. Okay. And because I know the font that I'm going to use, I know that it's going to be a not a basically script font. It's a script font, but it's going to be uppercase. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the word loved and I'm going to choose this font that's called Light Magic. Okay. Now, when I click on it, so let me put some color here because I know a lot of persons have trouble seeing just the line itself. So I go up here where you see this, the color schemes, and I click on it and then I just take that line off. If you've watched me before, you know I've taught so many different rhinestone templates, so you're gonna be able to follow along. But if you're new, welcome. And what I'm gonna do, I'm going to click on the word love. Let me drag it out just a bit for you to see what I'm doing. Let me put some color on it so that you'll be able to see. And I'm going to take the line off. Remember, you go up to the top right here where I'm hovering. You're going to see a thing that looks like a grid. It means no color. You're going to click on it and you're going to see all the colors that you have. Then this one, which is a box, it's a line. There's always a line that comes with it. You just click it off. Now, this is what I have. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate clockwise this design. So to rotate in Silhouette Studio, you're going to see this green circle at the top of the bounding box that you have around your word. You're just going to turn it until you get a 90-degree angle. Okay, so this looks okay for me. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stretch out this design so that it basically fits in that L. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on both the L and the love, and I'm going to duplicate again. Remember, duplicate, you press Alt and you drag, you put it aside. Now, what I'm going to do to get an accurate size of what I'm working with, I'm going to select both the word loved and the L, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to convert it to path. Now what convert to path does is that it gives you an accurate size of what you are working with. Now I see that this is 4.5 inch wide and a 6.1 inch high, which is good for my single needle, not my single needle, my 5x7 hoop. Just gonna take it a little tad bigger because it's gonna basically increase in size after you've gone ahead and add your stitches to it. All right, so I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna ensure that I position it where I want it to go. It looks good to me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to click on the word loved. I don't need my textile panel anymore, so I'm gonna click off. And then I'm gonna go over to this panel right here, which is your offset panel. It is a star within a star. I'm going to click on it and I'm just going to drag it to the side. To drag it, you're going to see this hand that comes up, right? It looks like a pan, it's a pan signal. What it does, it grabs objects and it moves it anywhere you want it to go, all right? By just clicking on it. Once you see the hand comes up, you could drag. All right, and the next thing I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna use another panel, I'm gonna use the modify panel. I'm going to go over to my side, the side right here, the one that is above it, which is a circle and a square that intersects. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to open it. All right. So these are the two panels that I'm going to need to do this project. Now with my word loved selected, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to where it says offset. So I'm going to click on the offset and you're going to see that the offset comes up. Now the distance depends on what satin stitch you're going to use. In my case, I would like a satin stitch that is about 3.5 to 4 inches. So I'm going to make my offset wide enough to accommodate that satin stitch. Now, in inches, a 4.5 millimeter satin stitch is about 1.6 or 1.70. So I know that around this area is going to be okay for my 0.170 is going to be okay for a satin stitch that is about 4 millimeters or 3.5 millimeters. Okay, so what you need to do, you have to figure out what size satin stitch you want this to finish in. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it at 0.170. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to press apply, and then I'm going to put some color because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put a blue and I'm going to take that line off. Okay. Now for the black, which is the word, I'm going to click on it. I know that my black is selected because if I go up here, you're going to see it's black. And I'm going to cut it. The reason why, I'm going to press Ctrl X. Why? Because I want it in the correct spot. When I paste it again, it's going to stay in the correct spot. So what I'm going to do after I press Ctrl X to take away the loved, I'm going to select both of these designs, right? And I'm going to go over to my modify panel and I'm going to subtract. Now what subtract does is that it removes all, it's going to remove the outline of the loved, but it's also going to remove the piece out of the L. All right. So I'm going to click on subtract. When it does that, you see that the outline, it's gone. And you also see that it takes out the bite-sized piece out of it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on these little pieces right here and I'm going to just delete them because I don't want them. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit paste and you're going to see that I have that loved that I cut earlier. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select both of these designs. I'm going to press group. I'm going to group them and then I'm going to go to file. I'm going to select save selection. I'm going to select to hard drive and I'm going to save this as an SVG. So I'm going to save this as knock out SVG, and I'm going to go ahead and for the save type, I'm going to save it as an SVG and I'm going to press OK. All right, so this is what you're going to do in order to get the knockout in Silhouette Studio. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to try and do the other part of the video where I show you what you will do when you bring it into Silhouette Studio and how you could get it to have stitches and make the knockout effect. All right, so let me know if you have any questions about this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. My ask is that you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. And if you are also interested in learning more about digitizing, might I invite you to my school community where I teach hatch, I teach embrilliance, and I also teach rhinestone designing. So if that is something you're interested in, I'm going to leave the link in the description box, and I'm also going to put it as the first pinned object that you see. So until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys, take care.